volume up and down and mute. Okay, so cable set, and I'll write this down. Cable set is the cable input. Blu-ray is the Blu-ray input. And CD is the CD input. Your phone input there is aux
1. Okay. Sounds good.
And then if you're going to watch Netflix or the streaming player on the TV, the input for that is actually TV audio. And I'll go through how we're going to set that up and get into it, okay? So, when we turn it on, you turn on the Marantz first. It's not too critical of the turn-on cycles. TV on. This is the TV's remote. This is the Sony Blu-ray player remote, so it says at the bottom.
Blu-ray player, and that's TV.
Yeah.
And that's the cable box.
Cable box, you got it.
And we have a remote for the CD, but we don't need it.
Yeah, usually you don't. I put that on random or something. So first off, I'm going to go into the cable box, okay? Because you're probably going to do a lot of cable watching.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah. So I have the TV on. We have the TV on HDMI 1.
How do you change that?
Input for the TV, and it cycles through. So I'm going to cycle it right now.
Okay.
So when I push it, it gives you those options. And those little arrows you see, that means that's an active input. Okay?
Okay.
So HDMI 1 is for cable box and the Blu-ray player.
Okay.
HDMI 4 is for the streaming player.
Okay.
Okay? So we're on HDMI 1 because we want to watch either cable or Blu-ray. And now on the remote for the Marantz, we're going to push the cable sat button.
And after a small distraction on the upper deck, the Admiral speared
Turn that down. And then there's our cable box. So at this point, you pick up the cable remote. Let's get an HD channel on here. You've Cox
1007?
107.
3 is good.
And there's an HD channel. The one thing I didn't get to see in Denver, the customer doesn't watch TV, so we never saw cable box through it. He never watches TV.
Well, why do you want this?
To watch his 4K movies and use it as a monitor for his PC.
Oh, strange.
That works really. It does a really good job with high def, standard high def. So anyway, so now we have our cable working, okay? So you can change your channels with the cable box remote. Volume for, I'll see if I can put the volume for the Marantz receiver into this remote before I leave. So at least you have that for now.
But you still have to flip over to aux before you can change volume.
No, I know how to make it so I can punch the volume through. So no matter what you're doing, it's going to automatically do it.
Nice.
So that's cable. So now let's say you want to watch a Blu-ray. Now if the TV was already off and the receiver is off, you go through the on for both of them. But since they're already on, we're just going to take the Marantz remote and hit the Blu-ray button. And since the TV is already on HDMI 1, we don't have to change anything on the TV. Now you have your Blu-ray remote. And the Blu-ray player, it kind of works like a PlayStation 3 where you can use the arrow keys to scroll left and right. And if you have a disc in there, you want to go to that video tab and you scroll up and down until you find the actual disc itself. And you just press select or play.
Okay.
And it'll go through and start playing. Now let's just say you want to do CD. Okay? CD, you really don't need the TV on. There's no point, there's no video output. So we'll turn off the TV, let's say. We're going to take the Marantz receiver remote and push the CD button. And you already have something playing. There you go.
And the phone.
Okay.
aux 1.
Oh, you already have something playing. There you go. So you're going to notice that phone connection isn't as nice as what the CD player is going to sound like. It's just, that MIDI pin really.
Because all the stuff was just downloaded off of the internet years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's MP3s. Okay.
Yeah, it's all MP3s.
And so those are all the sources but the 4K and the streaming features of the TV. So let's go through that. That's I don't want to say complicated, but there's a little more to it. So we're going to turn the TV on. If it were already on, of course you don't need to do anything with it. TV turns on. Now we're going to have to change the Marantz's input to to TV audio. And we need to change, let me see if I have to change anything here. Okay, so to bring up the streaming services on the TV, there's the home button here on the TV's remote, the Sony's remote right there. When you push that, it wants to bring up this connected devices first. There's no way I could change that, unfortunately, at least not right now. That applications tab is where you're going to find the 4K player.
How'd you get there?
I just use the arrow keys.
Okay.
Kind of like the Blu-ray player in a way. You use the arrow keys to scroll up and down, left, right, after you find the selection you want. So you have Netflix here, Hulu Plus if you guys pay. I don't know if you do that. YouTube,
We don't pay.
Crackle, you can Skype with it. It's got that browser. I don't know how good that browser is. I probably wouldn't use it. Netflix, if you guys, we would have to sign into Netflix. But Amazon
YouTube is active?
YouTube's active. So YouTube on this TV looks completely different than the website, or even on your phone. So the left side is your icons. So like music, gaming, sports, just pretty much genres down the line. And you know, once you find one, I'm using only the arrow keys here and
So you
select.
can't type anything in.
There's probably a search functionality. But
There ought to be.
You're not going to like
I
it.
see search.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of videos up there uploaded.
That's how you have to search.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to like it.
it's as good as the
But you
freaking
can
cable
save
box.
You can save, once you find them, you can save them, right?
You can, and what it's saying here, search faster, find videos with your mobile device or laptop, and watch them later. So if you have a YouTube account, I know it's free, and you don't need to pay for it, but you can actually sign up for YouTube.
Yeah, we are signed up.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to your YouTube
I have my own
site-
videos uploaded. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you go to the youtube.com pair
Yeah.
on the computer that already has you signed in and enter whatever number it's going to give you,
Yeah.
see that 400?
Yes.
It might be different if you do this at a later time.
Yeah.
Then automatically it's going to pair with your everything you've searched. And then you could search on the computer, type it in, and then go right to this and it'll find it.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome.
That's YouTube. Now I was using the return button there to go back one step at a time. So it took me here. Let's go to the 4K player. And there it is.
That's that round thing?
That's a round thing. Now remember, the 4K player, it's really, this TV doesn't treat it as a separate input. It treats it as an application, although it is a separate device. So through that HDMI connection, it's doing all the control.
Okay.
So you don't have to point this remote at the little circle device, just
Okay.
at the TV.
Okay.
And this keeps coming up. It's saying that it's going to, there's going to be new releases, and it's making sure that you know how fast your internet service needs to be. It's going to do this every time until I say, don't show this again.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And here's the 4K player. So these are rentals for purchase, and you can see at the bottom of the little icons, it has a purchase. So let's say, if I'm not going to purchase, we have to sign in. You guys don't have a Video Unlimited 4K account, right? So,
Mm-mm.
okay. Let's create an account. Oh, we have to do it online. Okay. So I can't really get into these purchasable ones, but on the bottom there of the screen to the left, you see the Video Unlimited 4K and My 4K. So say you've rented or purchased movies, you'll find your videos on My 4K. There's not going to be anything there right now.
Okay,
Other
so they
than
get
just
stored in the
videos.
hard drive in that guy?
Yes.
And then,
Well, that's the thing. They get partially stored. The rest is streamed.
okay. But there's just the fact that I've purchased that video is evident on that hard drive then.
It may not be the whole video. It will still have to be online. Yes.
Yeah,
But yes.
yes.
It knows that you
Online, there's a record of me purchasing,
That's
and
correct.
I don't have to do it again if the hard drive fails in there.
No,
Okay.
you watch it. as many
I can't
times as
remember
you
how
want.
big that hard drive is in there. Is it a gig? 2 gigs?
I
4
think
gigs?
It's 2 gigs. I believe
It's
it was
a lot,
2
yeah.
gigs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, 2 terabytes.
2 terabytes, yeah,
It's a
sorry.
big- Yeah, gigs up.
Yeah, 2 terabytes.
So the way you got to Mike OK with the down arrow?
Yeah, I just use the arrow. So I'll go back. Return takes you back. So I just highlighted, see using the down arrow here? I just highlighted these little tabs in it. Okay. And then press select. So these
Get
are
down
the-
there, you use the down arrow.
That's right, that's right. So these are all on the internal hard drive. These came standard.
Okay.
Those little demos, right?
Yeah, probably 6 minutes is gonna be the longest one you're gonna find. So right now, until you sign in, and give them a credit card, of course,
Of course.
you can't rent anything.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
See the Aurora Borealis? So I'm gonna write down all those inputs here.
Okay, should I stop the video now?
Yeah.
Yeah,